The National Green Tribunal had banned mining in the state in 2014, and it had said that whatever coal had been extracted in that year can be used, but no further extraction can take place. But these exclusive visuals brought to you by Northeast Live from mining sites of East Jaintia Hills narrates an entirely different story. Mounds of coal can be seen lying all around. Clearly, these cannot be coal extracted 4 years back, which means illegal mining has been going on despite the ban being put in place by the NGT in 2014. This points a finger at the consecutive governments. The Mukul Sangma-led Congress government, who was in power for 2 years after the ban was imposed, and now the Conrad Sangma-led NPP government, which came to power in March this year, and highlights the utter failure of these governments in implementing the ban and ensuring creation of alternate livelihood opportunities for the local populace. So what needs to be done now? Here is what civil society experts had to say.
From 2014 to 2016, the quantity of coal that was already extracted and that has been submitted by the mine owners and all the mine lobby team, that transportation was completed. But the coal which is there right now, it is newly extracted coal that has happened over the last 2-3 years, which is in the pretext of transportation of coal. This coal is again re-extracted and refilled. So this is how the order of transportation of coal has led to more illegal mining, and it's like a buy time policy by the mine owners, so that they're able to feed in, upcoming election and the past election as well. Of a National Green Tribunal, and they have to respect the code of law. If that is not respected, then I think the government themselves are not fit, to be the ruling party in the state at all.
NGT order, the first NGT order came in April 2014. If you look at the season, April is actually the onset, the beginning of monsoon and all that. And usually the peak season for coal extraction transportation is usually September to about March, when it's a little more dry and all that. So even then in 2014, much of the extraction would have been done already. Then the ban comes in April. So whatever was extracted already would have also been transported, because that's the rush time for transportation and trade in coal. So it's interesting to see that there's still so much, endless amounts of coal requiring transportation. And it's obvious that it is because fresh digging has been going on since April 2014. That is a fact. But everybody seems to be turning a blind eye to it, and we're tired of repeating this over and over again, but it's probably because everybody is involved. There's vested interest in all of this. And then Kong Agnes has been trying to document this and highlight this since 2014. She has filed so many FIRs on this. Some of the local news channels also have done programs just as latest as last year, January 2017. A local cable channel did a program on this, and the statement of that reporter as well as Kong Agnes was also taken by a DSP from there. But what happened, to those complaints? So it's really unfortunate. And then now this accident which has happened just sort of cements their lie, that no illegal mining has been happening. It has been happening. And it's sad that this accident finally points to their lie. But the other thing is that because the illegal mining has been happening, it means illegal then also transportation. It means that when there's illegal transportation, they're not getting proper challans, etc., because they cannot, isn't it, if there's a ban. So there is a loss to the state. And if you estimate the amount of loss to the state will be something to the tune of 4,000 crores. 4,000 crores could have funded hospitals and schools, could have paid the teachers who have to hit the streets to get their payments, the muster roll workers, all of these workers who the government is unable to pay. If they regulated and ensured that mining was happening in a way where proper challans issued, the way bridges functioning and all that, at least there would have been contribution to the state. This way, it's only a handful of those coal miners, transporters, weighbridge owners who are actually benefiting. So the last transportation order, which the Supreme Court gave was in December. Okay. And they said that they are being allowed to transport till the end of January this year. Now, it's ironic that constantly on and on, the coal traders and miners are moving the highest court in the country to get relief in terms of transportation, when actually that coal is already exhausted. So it is like, an insult to the NGT, to the Supreme Court, and a blatant violation. So we have to question this. How is this possible in a country where we only have the courts of justice to protect us eventually? But there are a handful of people abusing these institutions, misleading the courts. And by the last estimation, the last transportation order, 1.75 lakh tons, it seems, is left to be transported. Now they say that they allow some 9 metric tons to per truck. No? Usually there's overloading, which is why we saw this recently. There was a coal accident, a coal truck fell over on a car, and a father and child lost their lives. That's because of overloading, but actually they allowed only that much, 9 metric tons. And if you calculate this 1.75 lakh tons and 9 metric tons per truck, approximately 20,000 trucks should be plying and transporting this remaining coal, supposedly. And that should be over in maximum of 10 to 15 days, isn't it? But we know that again, when this transportation order is over, they'll again move court and say, no, we have not finished, we have not exhausted, because they're constantly digging. And if you look at all the transportation orders that have come out ever since April 2014 till now, the number of months of ban are 56 months in total from April 2014 till now. By them constantly moving for relief in terms of transportation, 32 months of transportation has been allowed out of 56 months of ban. Now, even any person can do the maths and realize that this is not coal from before 2014 April. So illegal mining is happening, but also the other focus has to be now on not just the coal mine owners, but also the transporters, who are usually also the coal traders, who finally do the dealing and wheeling and dealing, at Beltola and other places. They have been also a very strong lobby. Many of the people who are mine owners are also transporters and all that. So they have really been, flouting the law and undermining all these institutions.